Hey, hello everyone. Good evening.
Good evening.
Okay. So here we go.
Good evening.
So guys, please put yourself on mute. And we just go with the yesterday's assignments. So if anyone don't have idea about yesterday's assignment, or if you have queries on the yesterday's assignment, please let me know. You can raise your hand first. If you have, Ashok, I don't know how to do the yesterday's assignment, or I want to know the solution. Please raise your hand. I will call your name one by one, and we can resolve this, then move with the today's topic. So the assignment I have given yesterday is nothing but we have asked you to create a class, return addition method as a string output, and also ask you to write a formula to calculate a rectangle one, right? For rectangle perimeter and area, and also the last one, just passing the value, declare the value outside the method, and return the integer string, and so on. Guys, please put yourself on mute if you're joining. Srinivasan. All right. So if anybody have any questions, or anybody don't get answer for the task which we have assigned yesterday, you can simply raise your hand. If nobody have any questions, we'll go with the new topic today. Vigneshwaran. Yes, Vigneshwaran.
Bro, shall I share the screen?
Yes, you can share your screen. Yes, Vigneshwaran, what is your query?
Actually, my query was, you said that why are you using a string dot value of instead in this format?
You are using both integer and string, right? So this is what we have asked you to create.
இங்க integer கொடுத்திருந்தேன் string பதிலா.
Okay.
string dot value ன்னு சொல்லி சேஞ்ச் பண்ணிருந்தேன். நீங்க வந்து டைரக்டாவே ஸ்ட்ரிங்கா கொடுத்திருக்கலாம்னு சொல்லிருந்தீங்க.
Correct.
அது இதுக்கும் அதுக்கு என்ன டிஃபரன்ஸ் தான் கேக்குறது.
Not very big difference. The thing is, நான் என்ன ரெக்வயர்மெண்ட் கொடுத்திருக்கோனோ அந்த ரெக்வயர்மெண்ட் அங்க இல்ல. அதுதான் இப்படிதான் பண்ணணும் அப்படிதான் பண்ணுங்கிற கட்டாயம் இல்ல. Since I have asked you to first return an integer, and the second thing I have returned a string, right? Yes, so அது நீங்க பண்ணாம இருந்தீங்க, that's why I asked you to do in the other way. மத்தபடி there is nothing wrong.
Okay.
ஓகேவா? alright.
ஆக்சுவலா எனக்கு இது தெரியல, இது இந்த லைன் தெரியல எப்படி போடுறதுன்னு, அதனால தான் அந்த மாதிரி போடுறேன்.
But now you got it right, how to do this.
Got it.
Okay, so this is for the rectangle. Okay, open your anonymous window, like okay, this is for the third one, calculator. I mean, open that class for calculator, or what is that, arith. Okay, you have created a class and you have created the methods like addition, subtraction, and you are returning as a string, right? Yes. But if you look at your anonymous window, why you have initiated the class multiple times? And I have seen this with many people. You have initiated the class multiple. Look at the anonymous window, line number 2. In line number 2, you have initiated the class. In line number 7, again you have initiated the class. Why you have initiated the class multiple times? You can use the line number 2 itself to call all the method, isn't it? இல்ல அதுவும் தெரியாதா உங்களுக்கு? ஒரே கிளாஸ் வச்சு மெத்தட் கால் பண்ணலாம் அப்படி தெரியலையா உங்களுக்கு?
தெரியல.
Okay, so try this one. Okay,
Okay.
by using line number 2 itself, by using ARITH, arith itself, you can call all the method. You don't have to initiate the class every time. What will happen every time you initiate the class? Every time the compiler has to do some work.
Okay.
See, ultimately, guys, please note down, this is for everyone. As a Salesforce developer, our intention is not to write n number of code, n number of script. The intention is to have low code and no code. The more and more you are saving the compiler time, your code is going to execute fast. Okay. If you want your code to execute in a quicker way, make sure the number of lines you are executing should go minimum. Seringla.
Okay.
Cheripa. I hope you all got the answers for the one. Is there anyone still don't understand? We can have a discussion time. By the time you can, I will create a Zoom room, that room, right? That you can get clarified from our co-host. So without wasting further time, let's go for today's topic. Okay, let me share my screen. Requesting others, please put yourself on mute. So let's, before we go for the today's topic, Salesforce. Salesforce videos. Here we are in day 3. Okay, so yesterday what we have seen, you have created a class, and we have just seen you have created a class and method, and whenever you have to call a class, right, all the values you have given within the class itself. You have assigned the value or initiate the value within the class itself. Let me show. So what happened yesterday? So this is what our entire script. It was the script that we used yesterday, right? So if you look at here, the line number X, line number 4 and line number 5, what I'm doing, I have a class and I have a method, and I have given the value directly within this method. So still I can declare all these things where? Outside the method as well. So this is what I have given as an assignment, and you're all tried it, and it is working fine for everyone. So let me declare this as public, because I need to access this within this method. Okay. All right. So again, usually how calculator works, if there is a calculator, I'm opening my calculator, I'm giving 7 plus 9 and all equal to, this gives the value of 16. But look at the calculator again. Still, if I go for some other calculations, I'm giving 58 plus 63. Still, it is working. Correct. Nowhere I'm changing the script of the calculator. I'm just working on my input. I just give the input. The calculator gives me the result. But look at your script. You have hard coded the value. This is the first learning, guys, for today. We call them as hard code. So hard code in the sense you are giving the values within the script itself. Suppose if I want this calculator to get some other input, all that what I have to do, I have to go to this class again, change the value, save this again, then I have to compile. Every time, whenever I want to give a new values, I have to do what? I have to go and update the class. But practically, in general, it won't work like that. We have just seen how calculator works, right? It won't work in that way. So, okay, so if that is the case, I want to pass, I have to work dynamic. So dynamic input, how to give a dynamic input. And we have just seen a value called hard code. Okay. Okay, how do I make my script dynamic? So instead of hard coding the value, what we are going to do, we are going to pass the value from the input itself. So at the end of the day, if you look at the calculator, what we are doing, I'm just doing plus 5 plus 6. This is nothing but I'm sending my value. I'm just giving my input. The moment I click on equal to, the equal symbol, it is actually executing the script at the backend and it's giving my output. Assume that this is how the Apex class works. Just assume 8 plus minus 2. This is nothing but you are giving this value in the anonymous window. The moment you click on equal, it is executing this anonymous window, just as assume, okay? And it goes to the method back and gives the value and you are displaying here. We are going to try in the same way. Let's see how it works. So calculator C equal to new calculator. I'm initiating the class and I'm also calling this method addition. And I want to see the addition is going to return something. It is going to return some integer. Let me execute to see whether my script is working fine till here. It is working fine here because I'm getting a value. So it is working. Cool. Okay, actually, I have shared the article in our group. How many of you read that article? A kind of a LinkedIn post about the shortcuts that you can use in the developer console. So this is the one I have just posted. So if you missed out this, let me post this again. And I'm planning to post such one until this workshop. So look at here, we have some useful shortcuts that you can make use of it. All these things are you're going to use on your daily basis. So make use of these shortcut, guys. So here my requirement is, I want to close this log execute. So any idea what is the shortcut key to close the current tab? Anyone?
Control Alt front slash.
Control Alt slash R. Let's check.
Control plus slash.
Control plus slash.
Okay, Control Alt plus slash will close all the tabs.
Sorry, control slash. Front slash.
Let's try this. Okay, it's working. Cool. Thank you. So it's the same way I'm closing this as well. That's it. So make use of the shortcut. So that will save your time. So now coming back to the picture, how to make this one a dynamic one. In order to dynamic one, instead of having these variable declare here, I'm going to declare within my method integer. It's not, I'm just declaring, I'm defining, I'm telling my method, you are going to receive some integer. So how to comment these lines, guys? How to comment? I don't want this line. Any idea how to comment?
Double front slash.
Double
Slash.
Double
Good.
slash.
So I don't need this. So I'm just putting double slash, this script is not going to work. So look at here, what is happening. Within this parenthesis, I'm telling my entire method. I'm just telling my method saying that, hey, be ready. I'm going to give two input, integer x and integer y. The x is nothing but a variable, and this integer defines. I'm telling the method saying that I'm going to pass one value called x with integer as a input. Similarly, there is a one more integer, it is going to come. Here I'm defining this method. You can call them as function defining or method definition. I'm defining this method. Similarly, here, this addition is being called from here, right? So here you can pass the value which you want to give. 34, 12. Okay, now let's execute this. You see, I'm getting an output 42. Again, 100. Execute. You see, I'm getting a value called 134. So in this way, look at here, I don't do any changes in my calculator. I don't do any changes in my, what is this? In my method, in my script. I don't touch my script. All that I'm just keep change my value and I'm still getting an input. So I repeat what you have to do. Previously, it was not like this. Previously, it was like this, just a method. But here I'm defining my method. I'm going to pass some value. So that value I'm passing from here. So this concept, maybe you can call like pass value, pass by value, or pass value, passing parameters. There are different concepts you can call passing parameters to method in a class. This is what we are seeing here. Okay, method definition. I'm defining here, I'm defining my method that it is going to receive two input from the one going to execute. In the same way, I'm passing the value. Okay, so what you guys are going to do now, just try this simple calculator. Don't go for the complex one now. Okay, just try this simple calculator. First, understand how this pass by value works. Suppose Ashok, I am completed this. Then what I have to do? The next thing is I have given the day 2 assignment, right? In day 2 assignment, instead of hard coding the value, what you can do, you can pass the value and you can get the input. Okay. So let me share this part in our WhatsApp group. Have this as a reference and first do this. Then what you're all going to do, you're all going to pass the value to all the methods and classes which you have created. Okay, well, so guys, please do document all your error and mistakes, whatever you are doing. That is definitely going to help you because you are learning Apex class today. Okay, suppose you stop learning for some days and you want to revise the topics. Obviously, you are going to have these videos and all. But instead of watching the entire video for the 1 hour and learning the concept, if you are having your own script and if you are having your own notes, that will save your time. Just by refreshing in 10 minutes, you will come to know all this thing. All right. So now 9:20, I give you all another 10 minutes of time. All that you are going to just practice this one and also pass the value to all the methods and classes you have created. Come up with a result. If anybody find difficulty, let me know. Thank you.
Ashok.
Yes.
Yeah, Shivakumar here.
Yes, Shivakumar.
Yeah, one small clarification. See, you are declaring a public integer as Z, right? In the class,
Okay.
in the method. So whether we have to mention the public, it is required or it is not required.
Okay, let's give a try. If that works,
Because-
without public, we are going to use this as.
Yeah, my clarification is this integer we can use it, that Z you can use it with the entire class, we can use it, right? Because it is declared in the class itself. So we can use it that integer itself, all the functions declared within the class, right? If I am correct.
You are correct. Yes, you are declaring in the global way. So public is not a required one. You can still use it. I don't see any compilation error here.
Right. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you.
Hi, bro. This is Vishak here. Could you please
Yes, Vishal.
explain this once again? This pass by value pass.
Okay, tell me what you don't understand. Instead of I'm explaining entire thing, if you point out me, this part I don't understand, I can help you with that.
Yeah. Okay. Actually, what's my exact doubt is, so in public integer addition, there we mentioned that integer x and integer y as the as the same in Apex code. We mentioned those two values, 34 and 100. And those value get added. So the output. So actually, what's the concept refers to actually?
Which concept you are talking about?
Like this entire thing.
Passing a
Why
value.
don't we do it in straight way?
Straight way, how you will do in a straight way?
Straight as like in the same like how
You
we
are
did
asking
it.
like this, like this.
Yeah, bro.
Okay, your question is instead of giving a value here itself, why you are giving a value from here? Is this your query?
Yeah, yes, bro.
That's what I have told in the beginning itself. Suppose if I ask you to give a new input instead of 35, if I ask you to give 350 or 670, what you have to do? You have to put this value in this class, and every time you have to save the class. Correct?
Yeah, okay.
Okay, so even if I change the value 100 times you have to edit the class and save the class.
Yeah.
But if I'm doing so like this, I don't have to edit and save the class. All that I can just change the input. It is alone enough.
Okay. So
right?
This is the main reason we doing.
Correct. This is the main reason, but this is how all the software you see works. Say for example, go to the ATM. Okay, in ATM, I'm giving my card. Okay, and I enter my PIN. It is working. After I completed my transaction, if you are going, you are giving your ATM card, you are entering your PIN. It is also working. It is working for you and it is working for me as well. But nobody get into the ATM program and nobody's editing the program every time enter, right? It is a dynamic one.
Okay.
So all the software will be successful only if it is a dynamic one. We are just getting into a advanced part.
Okay,
Got
it.
Cool. Okay. Do anybody else have questions? Others, if you don't have questions, give a try this one. So don't simply don't simply watch the screen and waiting for me to do all these things. This is a workshop. Only if you do, it is going to be beneficial. If you're going to simply watch and wait for some others to do, let them do it. We can see it later. Let them make a mistakes. We learn from their mistake. Abdina, take my words, it won't work in that way. Unless or until you put your hands and practice, you're not going to learn anything. Even if you watch 100 videos, right? You will be in the same level. So try to put your hands and learn the stuff. Uma Shankar. Yes, Uma Shankar. Guys, if you have any questions, please raise your hand. Yes, Uma Shankar. Uma Shankar. I think yesterday also you raised your hand, Uma Shankar, but we were not able to hear you properly. I think you have to.
Yes, sorry, one more. Actually, this is called pass by parameter, right? Or pass by value.
Pass by value, pass by parameter. We can call it like this.
Okay, so both parameter and value refers the same thing, right?
Yes.
Okay. Thanks, bro.
Thank you.
Ashok?
Aradhana. Yes, Umashankar.
No, it's me, Srinath.
Srinath.
Yeah, I raised a hand before. You didn't see, I guess.
I see your name as Umashankar G. I'm not sure.
No.
Even yesterday also somebody told the same name, Umashankar name, many people are joining. Okay, yes, Srinath.
Yeah, actually, this calculator, it is completed. I understood. So you told us to do something else, right? Yesterday's exercise, like yesterday's example. What was that? Because I actually didn't. I was doing this that time. So which one we are to practice now? Like try it now.
Yesterday I have given some, let me open the document. Yesterday we have given a task, right, to create a class to get the parameters of rectangle.
Yeah, I got it. Yeah, okay.
So I want you to just try the same by passing the value. That's it.
Okay.
It is.
Sir?
Yes, Aradhana.
Sir, when I am trying to enter a dynamic value, it is showing some issue. Shall I share my screen?
Yeah, please share your screen.
What is this problem actually, sir?
Have you first tried with the simple class?
No, not it.
First do that. Don't, that's what I have told you.
Okay.
Don't straight away do it in your complex task, guys. And this is for everyone. If you really want to learn something and you start from scratch, do a small steps. Don't take a huge step straight away.
Okay.
So first try this, what I have just shared in the WhatsApp group, right? First try that in a simple class, see whether you are able to succeed in that, then move on with the complex one.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Thank you. Guys, those who completed, you can just put it in the chat. So more response I receive, I understand, and I will move on. And you got another 5 minutes to complete this task so that we'll move on with the next topic.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yeah, so this is Prakash. So I am not on a WhatsApp group like AFS workshop.
Why you are not? Have you registered in the workshop? I mean, there should be a Google form. You should register, right? When did you register?
Friday when I received that form.
Okay. I'm not sure. So please write to support@ajskilldevelopment.com. So because I don't have your number, so they can add you in the WhatsApp group.
Okay, sure. Yeah, thank you.
Write to support@ajskilldevelopment.com.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. Rashmita.
Good evening, Ashok. Yes, sir,
Rashmita.
I have a doubt in the assignment sent in the email. So in the starting of the class session, you have said like don't need to follow a new class for every operator, right?
Correct.
So I'm sharing my screen. Kindly check whether it is correct or not.
Sure.
Is my screen visible, Ashok?
Just a moment.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, your screen is visible.
Is this correct?
Just a moment. My
Yeah.
screen stopped now. I am not able to see your screen. Okay, CL, and this is what we want to. The line number 2, you have initiate the class, right? In the same way, you have to just do the rest. That's it.
The rest of it. Okay, okay. In case I got it, just
Okay.
to clear my confusion.
Okay, thank you. So 9:35, you got 4 minutes, team. So please try all your script by passing the value.
Hello.
And check whether it is working fine or not. Okay, I think, guys, if anybody have any questions, please raise your hand so that I will call one by one. Dawood Ashik. Dawood Ashik. Harishankar. Any question, Harishankar?
Yes, Ashok.
Yes, Harishankar.
Tried that rectangle and perimeter.
Okay.
I am getting error while passing the parameter. Can
Have
I
you
share my
first
screen?
tried the simple one?
Yes, yeah, I have tried.
So please share your screen. First, let's check the simple one, whether it worked fine or open the simple class. Integer is okay. So this is the simple one. Okay, good. Okay, you understand now how to pass the value. Okay, now come to the rectangle part. In rectangle, integer A, integer B, integer A, integer B. Okay. A, B, return C. Okay, again, you are giving integer A, integer B. That's not going to be a big difference. Okay, what is the error you are getting?
While executing in the anonymous window, I am getting constructed.
Execute. Constructor not defined. Rectangle 1 dot constructor. Rectangle 1 dot public integer. Okay, line number 29. Line number 29, it is getting an error. Go to your anonymous window, line number 29. Okay, here what you are doing, instead of giving the input in the method, you are giving the input in the class itself. Check the line number 29. You are initiating the class, right?
Yes, area only I have to give.
You are passing the value in the class. You should pass the value in the method.
Okay.
There is a concept called constructor. It is there. Maybe by the time you will learn all this stuff. There is because this is also possible. You're trying to pass some value in the class itself, right? That is also possible. That's a quite advanced one at this moment. Now try this one.
Hello?
Dawood? Yes, Dawood.
Yeah, hi Ashok. I'm having one small query. Shall I share my screen?
Yes. Yeah. Guys, if you have queries, please raise your hand. If more queries come up, I will create a room so that you can get it resolved in parallel with our other co-host. If nobody has any, raise your hand if you have any queries.
Ashok, my screen is visible.
Just a moment.
Line number. Stop my screen. Yes.
Oh, you can stop share your screen, Harishankar.
Okay.
Yes, I can see your screen.
Yeah.
Save your class. Have you saved your class?
Yeah. Is this correct?
Have you tried it?
Yeah, I have tried it, but it's showing an error.
Click on execute. Let's see what is it is executing.
Yeah, now it's executing, but
you didn't save the class.
Okay.
All right.
Oh,
so
yeah, thanks. Sorry.
Thank you. Hiran Mai. Hiran? I'm not able to hear you, Hiran. Please check your audio. I'm not able to hear you. Ananta Kumari?
Sure, I share my screen. See, this one is correct or not? This one. I saved this one, but again and again showing that symbol is there.
I'm not able to see your screen. So let's. Okay, what is your query?
Now it's my screen is visible as well.
Yes. Have you saved your class?
Yes, sir. But I saved, but again and again showing the symbol. See.
Wait. It is still saving. Okay, you click on save, but it again. Okay, do one thing. Just make sure you take the backup of your class, close the developer console or close the browser, again reopen.
Okay.
Maybe some cookies or cache issue would be there.
Okay.
Okay, Swarnalata?
Hello, sir.
Yes, sir.
Error வருதுங்க sir.
Please share your screen. Okay, wait, hold on. C dot add 20 click on execute. Invalid type addition. I think the method you are using in the line number 3, check the class line number 3, it is add, but check your anonymous window, you are using a different name.
3rd one answer.
Line number 2, check your the class name.
Addition.
The class name is wrong. Give a proper name. You got it? Class name தப்பா போட்டிருக்கீங்கப்பா. Class name check பண்ணுங்க.
Spelling.
Spelling.
It should be add. It should be add. It's not addition.
Okay.
சரியா?
Okay. Now it's working. Thank you, sir.
Okay. I hope everyone's completed. Let's move on with the other one. Guys, if you still have a query, just raise your hand. Let me complete the other concept and also we can discuss all together. Or you can post it in the WhatsApp group. We can check it in the WhatsApp group too. Okay. All right. Let me share my screen. Okay, before I start, is there anyone still struggling or you need time to do this one, passing the value? All right. So now, I'm able to pass the value and I'm able to return something. So this is working in a dynamic way. Cool. Class, method, everything is fine. Now, let's try this one. So I just want to compare the values here. So based on the value, I want to come up with some results. Simple. It is very simple. We are going to learn the concept called conditional, which by using if. So here is the requirement, says that if, very simple one. So to start with, I'm not writing a script. I'm just giving you the situation here. The situation is, let me declare two values. Again, x comma y. Compare the value. I want to compare the value. Then print the biggest number. As simple as it is. So I'm going to get a 2 input and I'm going to compare the value and I'm going to print the biggest numbers. Let me do this in anonymous window, and you can also try this in anonymous window first, then you can try it in a class. So here I'm declaring two value, integer x, which is equal to 200, integer y, which is equal to 300. Okay, I want you to compare the values now. So how to compare the value, Ashok? Here comes the new concept. Please note, it is called if. So if is a keyword, and it also has a braces and curly braces. Within this, right, you can add a condition. That is a syntax. The condition can be anything. I'm checking x greater than y. Okay. If x is greater than y, I'm saying system.debug print x is greater. Suppose if x is not greater than y, then obviously it is going to be only one option, which is called else. System.debug y is greater, because obviously if x is not greater, then y is going to be greater than 1. So shift tab, let me align this code. I have just declared two variables here, x and y. This is going to compare the value and give me the result. Let me execute this one. See, it says y is greater. In the same way, if I change the value, let me change this to 2000 and execute this. This will say x is greater. I hope this is a very simple part, and I'm able to do this in an anonymous window, right? I want you first try this one. Okay, first try this one. Now you can keep this segment, which is comparing x equal to y result, right? You can keep this segment within your class and method, pass the value of x and y from anonymous window, and I want your method should return which is greater, x is greater or y is greater. Okay, first try this one. Let me share this script in your WhatsApp group. So time is almost 9:45, guys. So if you can do this, I think with this we can wind up today's session. And if you have any questions, we can still go on. Suppose if we are able to wind up this quickly, we'll go for one more topic. So the requirement is, if anybody don't understand the requirement, let me post the requirement here. The requirement is simple. Create a method called compare. Okay, you are all going to create a method called compare. Pass the, okay, get the value of two variables. You're going to get the variable and return the result. Okay, you are going to return the result says which is greater. Okay, is this clear? Any questions? Anybody have any questions with this particular requirement? You're going to create a method called compare, and you're going to get the two variables. You are going to get the value of two variables, and you're going to return the result of which is greater. So before you try this, first try this in anonymous window, then try with method and class. Okay, wow. Cool. So here, what I'm going to do, so do we have Suhanya and Selvaguru today? Suhanya, Selvaguru, yes.
Yes, sir. Yes, Ashok.
Let me make you co-host, Suhanya, Selvaguru. Make co-host. And I'm going to create 3 rooms, okay? Who are having any questions, you're all going to get it clarified from myself, Suhanya and Selvaguru for the task we have just shared now. So let me create a rooms here. And I'm going to open the rooms so you can be part of the room and you can clarify queries from the co-host and myself. Please join the room. Guys, you can join the room and you can clarify your queries. Selvaguru in room 2 and Suhanya. Suhanya in room 3 and myself. Let me go for the room 1. So we 3 go in 3 1.
Right, is the meeting in progress?
Okay. I think room 1, room 2, room 3, room 4.
So while you discuss, and it automatically break the room set.
Okay, okay. So just a moment, guys.
Okay, sir.
So bro, doubt.
Yeah, before clarifying the doubts, so let me complete this part alone. Please see my screen. So far you have compared the values. X is greater, Y is greater, right? So here it goes, a kind of a typical authentication we are going to do. This is an assignment. Just note it down how this goes. You can do this assignment at your convenience tomorrow, and you can come back tomorrow with solutions. So I want you to get user ID and get password. You can get user ID and password as a parameter in a method and compare the value. You can compare the value inside the method and you can return 2 things. Either you can return login successful or invalid ID or password. Okay, so you're going to pass your user ID and password as an input to one method. Inside the method, you're going to compare the value with your existing value you have in the user ID and password. And the method has to return either login successful, or it is going to return invalid ID. Okay, so how to compare two values here? Here we are comparing an integer, right? So now we are going to compare a string. So string, let me put ID equal to Ashok. String my backup ID. Let me put backup ID equal to Ashok. Okay. If ID is equal to BK ID. So here we are learning this operator, equal to operator. Then I'm going to return system.debug valid ID. Else obviously what? Invalid ID. So now we execute this. What I'm getting, it says valid ID. Suppose instead of this, if I'm use another value, instead of ID, if you look at this ID is different from this one, right? If I execute this, it says invalid ID. So how to compare the string we have just learned. Okay. So if anybody have any question in this part, let me know. If you don't have any question, maybe you can give a try this one. I put it in this WhatsApp group, and also I put it in this document, and I'm going to share the document. Okay, well, any question from this one? If you already have other queries, don't worry, I will stay back and clarify the query. If nobody have any questions with this one, you can
No.
Yes, tell me.
Sir, in the second line in string, break the ID. That means for what, sir? We can give the mandatory breaking ID, or we giving anything else?
Sorry, I don't understand your question.
Sir, we giving the second line string break ID. So this is the mandatory thing, break ID, BK short number.
It is a variable, guys. What is variable? First of all, you can, that's a user defined, right?
Okay, that's a master.
This is a user defined one. So instead of this, if you use anything, it is going to work. Okay. All right. Any others? Any questions from this part? Nobody have any questions from this part? All right. If you have any other queries, so far what we have discussed in the last 3 days, just click on raise hand. I will clarify your queries one by one, and we'll move on. And Suhanya, Selvaguru, thanks for joining. Feel free to drop off. I think only less participants are staying back. I will manage with them. Thank you so much for your support today.
Yeah.
Suhanya,
Thank you,
Selvaguru.
Ashok. Thank you, Ashok. I'm leaving now.
Okay, guys, anybody have any questions? Please raise your hand. If you have any questions with the past assignments or past concepts we have learned. Yes, Munishwaran.
Bro, the screen share பண்றேன்.
Okay, let me stop share my.
ப்ரோ நான் பண்ணிக்கேன். இது கரெக்டா தெரியல. இப்போ இதை நான் எக்ஸிக்யூட் பண்ணேன் அப்படின்னா எனக்கு வந்து ஸோ இட்ஸ் கிரேட்டர் இந்த இது கரெக்டா வருது. பட் ஆனா கீழே நல்லுன்னு வருது. இப்போ அது எதனால வருது தெரியல.
உங்க கிளாஸ் போங்க. ஷார்ட்கட் யூஸ் பண்ண மாட்டீங்களே. ஓகே. லைன் நம்பர் 10ல என்ன பண்றீங்க?
இசட்னு ஒரு வேரியபிள் வச்சுட்டு அந்த வேரியபிளை ரிட்டர்ன் பண்றேன். இல்ல இது கொடுக்கலன்னா வந்து நம்ம ரிட்டர்ன் எப்படி ப்ரோ? இப்ப நான் இப்படியும் கொடுத்து பார்த்தேன். அதாவது இதுக்குள்ள வந்து ரிட்டர்ன் எக்ஸ் ரிட்டர்ன் ஒய் அப்படின்னு கொடுத்துட்டு அனானிமஸ் விண்டோல வந்து
நோ இருங்க, அமைதியா இருங்க, ஒன்றும் பிரச்சனை இல்லை. இப்போ ஒரு ஸ்ட்ரிங்கை எப்படி ரிட்டர்ன் பண்ணணும்னு உங்களுக்கு தெரியுமா? ஃபர்ஸ்ட் ஆஃப் ஆல் நீங்க டே 2 அசைன்மெண்ட்ஸ்லாம் பண்ணிட்டீங்களா? அதை எடுங்க. அங்க செக் பண்ணுங்க. எப்படி ஸ்ட்ரிங்கை ரிட்டர்ன் பண்ணிருக்கீங்க பாருங்க.
ஒரு நேம்
க்ளோஸ் பண்ணுங்க. அனானிமஸ் விண்டோ க்ளோஸ் பண்ணி பாருங்க.
ஸ்ட்ரிங்குக்கு ஒன்று கொடுத்துட்டு அதுக்குள்ள
புரியுதா என்ன தப்பு பண்ணிருக்கீங்கன்னு?
ஸ்ட்ரிங்குக்கு ஒன்று அசைன் பண்ணிட்டு அதுக்கப்புறம் அந்த உள்ளுக்குள்ள அந்த
நீங்க இப்ப என்ன பண்ணிருக்கீங்கன்னா ஸ்ட்ரிங்னு ஒன்னு டிக்ளேர் பண்ணிருக்கீங்க. பட் அதுக்கு வேல்யூவே அசைன் பண்ணல. ஓகேவா?
கொடுத்துட்டு இதுக்குள்ள வந்து நம்ம அந்த எக்ஸஸ் கிரேட்டர் அந்த மாதிரி கொடுக்கணும். அப்புறம் இங்க
ரிசல்ட் ஒரு ரிசல்ட்னு வச்சுக்கோங்க. என்ன பண்ணலாம்னா நீங்க யூ கேன் ஹாவ் ஒன் மோர் வேரியபிள் கால்ட் ரிசல்ட். இந்த லைன் நம்பர் 5 ரிசல்ட் ஈக்குவல் டு எக்ஸ் இஸ் கிரேட்டர். இன் லைன் நம்பர் 8 y is greaterன்னு ரிசல்ட் அசைன் பண்ணிட்டு இங்க நீங்க அந்த ரிசல்ட்டையே என்ன பண்ணலாம்னா யூ கேன் ரிட்டர்ன். அவ்வளவுதான்.
ஓகே ப்ரோ,
ட்ரை பண்ணி பாருங்க.
சரி ப்ரோ, ட்ரை பண்றேன்.
Others, any question? Guys, we are about to wind up the class. We are already 17 minutes late. One last query. Yes, Nazreen.
I'll share my screen, sir.
Yes, please.
Sir, நீங்க கம்பேர் பண்ணிட்டு வேல்யூ என்டர் பண்ண சொன்னீங்களே, இதுல என்ன மிஸ்டேக்னே தெரியலங்க சார். ஃபர்ஸ்ட் இது கம்பேர் பண்றோம் x is greater than
நீங்க
y.
வந்து நான் ஒரு ஸ்கிரிப்ட் கொடுத்திருக்கேன் இல்லையா? ஓகே, அந்த ஸ்கிரிப்ட் படி இங்க வரல. என்னென்ன மிஸ்டேக் பண்ணிருக்கீங்கன்னு உங்களுக்கே தெரியும். நீங்க அப்படியே ஒன் பை ஒன்னாவே எடுக்கலாம். நீங்க லைன் நம்பர் 3 அந்த கீழே ப்ராப்ளம்ஸ் இருக்கு பாருங்க, அதை கிளிக் பண்ணுங்க. கீழே லாக் டெஸ்ட் ப்ராப்ளம்ஸ் கீழே, ஐ மீன் எங்கன்னா அனோடேட் பண்ணி காட்டுறேன். எடுத்துட்டீங்க நீங்களே. So line number 5 unexpected token. Line number 5ல okay, line method must have body அப்படின்னு கேட்டிருக்கு. ஸோ இங்க இஷ்யூவே என்னன்னா உங்களோட அலைன்மெண்ட் தான் இஷ்யூங்க. இது ப்ராப்பரா அலைன் ஆகாம இருக்கு. ஃபர்ஸ்ட் ஒன்னு பண்றீங்களா? எனக்கு என்ன பண்ணுங்க, இந்த இஃப் அண்ட் எல்ஸ் ஸ்டேட்மெண்ட் இருக்குல்ல, அதை மட்டும் கட் பண்ணி வெளியே எடுங்க பார்ப்போம். மொத்தமா கட் பண்ணி வெளியே எடுங்க. எடுங்க. இப்போ look at here. கிளாஸ் வந்து லைன் நம்பர் 1ல ஆரம்பிச்சு லைன் நம்பர் 6ல it is completed. But look at the line number 3. The method started, but the method is not completed. You can add a curly brace and you can complete the method. மெத்தடுக்கு ஒரு க்ளோசிங் கர்லி brace போடுங்க. அப்பதானே க்ளோஸ் ஆகும். இப்போ சேவ் பண்ணுங்க. சேவ் ஆகுதான்னு பாருங்க ஃபர்ஸ்ட் கிளாஸ். Still it throws an error. Public integer compare integer x comma integer y missing return statement. Okay,
இது ப்ளூ கலர்ல ஆகணும்
இல்ல அதெல்லாம் இஷ்யூவே இல்ல. லைன் நம்பர் 3ல என்ன கொடுத்திருக்கீங்கன்னா you have a integer which is a return type. அப்ப என்ன பண்ணிருக்கணும், நம்ம இங்க return அப்படிங்கிற ஒரு ஸ்டேட்மெண்ட் இங்க இருக்கணும். அது இல்ல. அதனால தான் உங்களுக்கு என்ன ஆகுது, it throws an error. உங்களுக்கு புரியுதா என்ன லைன் நம்பர் 3ல என்ன எரர்னு புரியுதா நஸ்ரீன்?
எஸ் சார்.
என்ன எரர்னு புரியுதான்னு கேட்டேன்.
இல்லங்க சார், புரியல எனக்கு.
சரி, எனக்கு ஃபர்ஸ்ட் ஆஃப் ஆல் உங்களுக்கு ரிட்டர்ன் ஸ்டேட்மென்ட்னா என்னன்னு தெரியுதா?
ஓகே, அது தெரியும் சார். எஸ் எஸ் சார்.
உங்களுடைய மெத்தட்ல ரிட்டர்ன் ஸ்டேட்மென்ட் இல்ல, அதனால தான் எரர் அடிச்சது இப்ப.
ஓகே சார்.
சோ இங்க என்ன பண்ணலாம்னா ரிட்டர்ன் an integer. உங்களுக்கு இங்க எதை ரிட்டர்ன் பண்ண போறீங்க நீங்க? you are going to return z ஆ?
இல்ல சார், x and y கம்பேர் பண்ணிட்டு x கிரேட்டரா இருந்தா x ஓட வேல்யூ ரிட்டர்ன் ஆகணும், y கிரேட்டரா இருந்தா y ஓட வேல்யூ ரிட்டர்ன் ஆகும்.
கரெக்ட். இப்போ அதுதான் நீங்க பண்ண வேண்டியது. So now you have to compare the values within the method.
அதுக்கு
அந்த
if statement
comparison
யூஸ் பண்ண
first whether you are able to do the comparison in anonymous window ல comparison பண்ணி பாத்தீங்களா first?
பண்ணேன் சார். ஃபர்ஸ்ட் நீங்க ஒரு வேல்யூ x equal to y equal to கொடுத்துட்டு x is greater y is greater அது பண்ணேன் சார். இது அனானிமஸ் விண்டோல பண்ணல.
இல்ல அதுதான் சொல்றேன். அது அனானிமஸ் விண்டோல பண்ணிருந்தீங்கன்னா அந்த ஸ்கிரிப்ட் அப்படியே இங்க தூக்கி போடலாமே.
ஓகே சார், ஓகே சார். ஓகே, I'll try சார்.
அந்த ஸ்கிரிப்ட் அப்படியே இங்க தூக்கி போட்டுட்டு then you can simply return the result.
ஓகே சார். Now got it சார். இதுல ஃபர்ஸ்ட் ஓகே சார். Thank you.
Thank you.
Hello.
Yes, Priyanka.
Yes, Ashok. I want to ask that we are comparing the user ID only. What you have shared is only user ID. But now I want to compare again password both. So how to do
Yes. You have to do both. Yes.
So both statement in
Your voice is breaking, Priyanka. I'm not able to hear you properly.
Okay, can I share my screen?
Please share your screen. Okay.
Yeah, I have written for user ID. If look, I have written for user ID. Now how to add password also here?
Okay. Here you can check only user ID and you want to check for password as well. Okay, let me reframe this question because now only got there is one more concept I didn't cover today. Maybe only if I cover that you will be able to complete this task. Do one thing as of now, just compare the user ID and print the result. You don't have to consider the password. Because I didn't cover that part. Okay. Is that clear?
Now it's good.
That's what.
Is it correct now?
Yeah, you can compare the value. If the value is same, you can return like valid input. If it is not same, you can return like invalid input. I will reframe the questions as well. Thank you. Get user ID. Compare the value in some other return invalid ID or not valid. Okay, guys, it's time to wind up the session. It's close to 10:23. If anybody still have queries, post it in the WhatsApp group. Get the assistance from the community, and if you want me to share, if you want to share your screen and get it resolved tomorrow, I will give you enough time. You can do it. Okay. Thanks, everyone. Good night, everyone. Bye-bye.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.
If you are interested to learn Salesforce, visit AJ Skill Development website. There you can find our course curriculum and you can come to know about the list of courses we are offering. We are offering Salesforce Administrator and Salesforce Development courses. To know about us and the team, you can visit our About Us section. This is an organization we are doing Salesforce training from 2018 and we have trained and guided 2,000 plus candidates so far. And if you also want to know about our placement assistance, visit our placement assistance section where you can find the list of people and the category. You can see the list of people who got trained and placed from our side. You can also visit their LinkedIn pages to get to know about our training and also the feedback from the relevant trainees. Okay. And also if you want to do the course inquiry, click on contact us. You will see the form. You can fill the form and submit the inquiry. Our team will get back to us. Thank you.